Gulfstream Park, the first Saturday in January. That means it's the Mucho Macho Man Stakes. And of course, this kicks off the Gulfstream Park road to the Florida Derby. The Mucho Macho Man is not a Kentucky Derby points race, but it is for 3-year-olds. Saturday, January the 4th. They're going to be going 1 mile, and we got some good recent winners, some horses working out fast. The field has been drawn, and remember, still to come in this series, we've got the Holy Bull in February, the March Fountain of Youth, and at the end of March, it's the Florida Derby, all on the way to the Kentucky Derby 2025. Let's take a look at the 9-horse field that has been drawn, led by Guns Loaded. He gets the rail, a fast win at Churchill Downs, been working forwardly in his last few works. Now, Macho Music was 4th in the Bowman Stakes. He draws favorably in rail number 2. McKellen, a winner in his debut, and then ran against the fast Disco Time in his last start, finishing 2nd. Treaty of Rome, a winner at Aqueduct. The sire is Uncle Mo. He ships in here to Gulfstream. Cool Intentions, back-to-back wins, a maiden win and an allowance win. He defeated Rolando in his last race. Septarian, a private purchase, 2 for 2. He won at Charlestown and at Laurel, but now he moves up a little bit in class. Rolando, 2nd in his last race to Cool Intentions. And Naughty Rascal, 3 wins and 5 starts. He's faced some good horses. He ran in Tampa Bay Downs the last time, and rounding out the field, the closer for Calumet Farms, Sonic Skedaddle, going to be in post position number 9 here in the Mucho Macho Man Stakes. Of course, 9 horses, Cool Intentions with back-to-back wins, a little bit of a stakes experience with Naughty Rascal. And Guns Loaded, a big win at Churchill Downs the last time, bet down in that race. A big speed figure, he ships here to Gulfstream Park. Let's take a look at the race replays, find out how they got here. Starting off with Guns Loaded, a Churchill Downs winner in his last start. A big workout post that race on December 20th. He came back and worked out 6 furlongs in 1:11. Seems to be training forwardly. Guns Loaded, going to be one of the favorites here in the Mucho Macho Man. Now, Naughty Rascal, 5 starts, 3 wins. He is 3 for 4 at Gulfstream Park. Last time out, he went to Tampa Bay, ran into the impressive sprinter Donut God, who's 2 for 2. Of course, Naughty Rascal out of a Smarty Jones mare, and he does have 2 wins at Gulfstream Park, or 3 wins at Gulfstream Park. Now, Cool Intentions, this one, let's take a look at his development. Let's go back to his maiden win a couple of races ago. He's by Authentic, comes around the turn with the lead, draws off to the big win. Cool Intentions, breaking that maiden at Gulfstream Park impressively. Then what I like about this one was Cool Intentions came back to Gulfstream Park, defeated Rolando, was 4 wide on the turn, and that was his 2nd straight win. Cool Intentions, back-to-back wins at Gulfstream Park, going to come in here fresh for the Mucho Macho Man. Now, McKellen, let's take you back to Churchill Downs, 2nd in an allowance race. Disco Time was the winner of that race. Now, Disco Time, a fast horse for Brad Cox. He's highly regarded. McKellen, the 7 horse in this race, ran 2nd, kind of ran evenly late. I think he's going to appreciate a little bit drop in class here. McKellen could be about 7 or 8 to 1, and he didn't have a maiden win on his debut. Now, an interesting horse, a private purchase for trainer Chad Brown and Resolute Racing. He broke his maiden at Charlestown, 4.5 furlongs, then went to Laurel, picked up a nice win there. Speed figures are a little on the slower side, always skeptical of those Charlestown 4.5 furlong wins. He's by Protonico. Of course, Protonico was the sire of Medina Spirit, the winner a couple of years ago of the Kentucky Derby before being disqualified. Septarian goes for Chad Brown after the private purchase after his last race. He is a late foal, a May foal, so still some time to develop, but being brought up in class here in the Mucho Macho Man. Now, the 6 furlong pace, I'm going to put Guns Loaded on the lead. I like that last race. I think he can cut the fractions here with the rail. I think he's going to want to be sent early. Then you've got Cool Intentions in that presser position, along with Naughty Rascal. Mid-pack, possibly McKellen. And then you've got a couple of horses. Sonic Skedaddle, I think, is going to be the closer. Septarian probably most likely going to come from off the pace. Treaty of Rome, I think, going to be in that presser, mid-pack type of trip when you look out. But overall, I see a fast pace. I think Guns Loaded is ready. Naughty Rascal and Cool Intentions both come out of good pace races. They will be near that pace if not able to get the lead early on here in the Mucho Macho Man. Should be a competitive race. The big handicapping questions as you look at this race. You've got Cool Intentions going for the hat trick, going up in class. Guns Loaded switching surfaces from Churchill Downs to Gulfstream. Big work tab. Can he go against winners? And then Naughty Rascal. You know, I thought he faced a good winner the last time in Donut God. He ran a big race that day. If any of these horses stumble, a horse like Naughty Rascal can definitely pick up that win. My top selection for the Mucho Macho Man. You know, you've got some horses with stakes experience, Naughty Rascal. Otherwise, you've got some maiden winners stepping up in class in this race. I'm going to go with Guns Loaded. I thought that was a big win last time out at Churchill Downs. I like the recent workouts. I think the pedigree is solid. He drew a good position. He'll be on the inside, so Guns Loaded going to be my top selection here in the Mucho Macho Man. I'm going to play Exactas over Sonic Skedaddle, Cool Intentions, and Treaty of Rome. That is going to be the straight Exactas. Maybe a backup Exacta with Cool Intentions over Guns Loaded. Now, another one to consider in this race is Cool Intentions. A big win last time out. Definitely can improve here in this spot. Lots of ways you can go in the Mucho Macho Man. Again, not a Kentucky Derby points race, but a nice race to kick off the Gulfstream Park racing. Up next, we've got the Smarty Jones. We'll have a preview this week. That'll be on January the 4th. The Jerome Stakes from Aqueduct. Probably a 6-horse field, maybe a 7-horse field. We'll have a preview of that up. The San Vicente from Santa Anita going 7 furlongs. And then the Lecomte Stakes, also a points race on January the 11th as we continue forward in the points race to the Kentucky Derby. Free racing picks coming up. We're going to be having about 25 days in 2025 free racing picks. So sign up below in the description to be ready. And the Mucho Macho Man. Who's your selection? Guns Loaded, McKellen, Cool Intentions, Septarian, or maybe even Rolando to turn the tables on the Cool Intentions this time around in the Mucho Macho Man. Could be a jockey's race. The Triple Crown Prospectus comes your way. First one in the mailbox on January the 6th. It's a continuing conversation leading you up to the 2025 Triple Crown all the way through the Belmont Stakes. 2,000 words every Monday. And comment, like, subscribe, and share. Support the channel. It's year number 10 of covering the Run for the Roses and the stakes races on the Kentucky Derby Points Trail. The Mucho Macho Man from Gulfstream Park. And remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.